Ferrybank at Wexford Harbour was the location for a simulated crash exercise by Wexford Motor Club prior to the launch of their two-day Wexford Rally, which takes place on the weekend of 13th and 14th of September. The scenario was a two-vehicle collision. The driver of one of the vehicles was drunk, while the driver of a second vehicle had been speeding. The crash occurred on the banks of the harbour. An occupant in one of the vehicles was not wearing a seatbelt and was thrown from the vehicle. Following the crash, an emergency call is made by a passer-by.
We need an ambulance! We need an ambulance!
Wait! Don't be ringing anyone! Don't be ringing anyone! What's the story, lad?
We need an ambulance! Quick, there's an
Get out of nowhere! Fucking cars! Look, you're stuck in there! You came out of nowhere! Harry, lad! You weren't drinking, Harry? You weren't drinking? What are you doing? Who are you ringing?
We need to get the ambulance. Like, what's after happening? We need the guards, the ambulance.
You have to fall,
Oh, he's coming, lads!
Oh, you fall, did you?
Can you hurry up?
Get up! Get up! Can you get out and give us a hand or something? Huh? Is there anyone anywhere? Who's your lad, eh? Can you give us a hand, will you? Can you give us a hand? Yeah, lad, he drove into me. He's nuts, he's drinking or something. Drinking, that fella.
Hurry up, please. Hurry up, someone.
Jeez, I'm underway.
Where's the ambulance? I'm glad you have to come on, like, it's hard.
You're driving an ambulance?
No, it's
Oh,
hard.
you're not an ambulance, no? You're a good lad.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
I don't know, he was over there. He was nuts, case, that fella. He was flying it. Stuck! You're stuck? You were moving too fast, that's the problem. You're speedy and got green. Go way too fast, you were.
And we're going to recover to the new circle on the east bank of the Rally outside our Wexford. Copy to all, we've got the east bank and the side bank side, correct? Lifeboat, Roger, east bank, side bank, side, new circle. Wexford Lifeboat, that's copy to. Okay.
Another hand here for you, John. Yeah. You got it? Okay, you call it, John. 1, 2, 3. Okay. On the count of 3 down. Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
the Wexford Motor Club has been running for many, many years. I think we're in our 73rd year, it is now, or maybe 74 years. And it's been a motorsport club for motorsport enthusiasts for quite a long time. And our main event is the Wexford 2-day rally in September, and this year it's the 13th and 14th of September. But we have other events through the year. We have our sprints and hill climbs, and we have an autocross coming up in November as well. But we have a good club, a good committee, good people behind us, good club members. Everybody's workable, and this is what we have here today. Is we've brought in, we showed us with a simulated car accident in a quite a large way. Oh, obviously it is either one on a track, which is where a lot of stuff happens, which is stage rallies, which are on closed roads, and there's a serious amount of stuff goes into that. And then you have other events, then hill climbs and sprints, as I said, are the same setup. Quarry crosses are normally done in a quarry, but it's a closed setup, and you know, it's controlled. It really is controlled, and like the machinery that's used, rally cars, they'll be autocross, rallycross, whatever it may be, they are not what you see behind us on the ground. It's with the roof cut off us today. They are real stuff with cages, and a serious amount of money spent into a lot of stuff gone into them. They're not the ordinary road car as some people may think they have to try and to think, but it doesn't happen, lads. About 2 months ago I said I'd do the launch, and I had a kind of an idea in my head, but I didn't think it was going to be this big. But I had the idea in my head, and I contacted a friend of mine who was in the Coast Guard unit, Alan Duggan, down in Rosslare. And Alan had a quick chat, and he had a chat with Brendan Cavell, is in Corklaw, and this was my idea to do something, and my idea was that we have a simulated accident and that a casualty would have been ejected from the car into the river, and that's where the RNLI come into play, whereas the Coast Guard, and so obviously the Gardaí were involved because the driver was suspicious of being drunk and speeding, ethic and all the rest that goes with it.
The boys are grand. He was driving, he came out of nowhere. Flashing the lights.
You're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so, but if you say we'll be taking on real heavy.
It's his fault anyhow.
I understand that. We're going to bring you back to Wexford Garda Siochana.
Just mind your head. It's his fault. Mind your head. You're bringing him with you. Mind your head. You're bringing him. Mind your head. It's a nice squad car. I was ever in this one before. This is a nice car, lads, isn't it? You have all the mod stuff in this one. All the buttons are in it. The heaters, air conditioning.
Throw on your belt there, will it, Rem? Don't mind.
Among many of the services who took part in the exercise was Wexford RNLI, who have a crew of about 20 members.
And in Wexford here we're an Inshore station, so we have an Inshore D-class lifeboat. It's the smallest lifeboat in the fleet, but it's attributed with something like 60% of all total lives saved by the RNLI. It's capable of about 25 knots and can hold up to 10 people on board. We have it here on the station. The only vehicle we have in the station is the launching tractor, which we can launch from the station, or alternative sites like Ferrybank here if we need to in an emergency. We've got 18 full crew and 2 probationers in the station, and we're all volunteers. There's no paid personnel at the station, and we rely on voluntary contributions as well. Well, the simulation scenario was that there was a drunk driver who crashed the car at Wexford Bridge here, and their front seat passenger was not wearing a seatbelt and was ejected from the car into the water. The person was initially not recognised as being missing, so when they were found to be missing, we were called to do a search. We did a simple search pattern called Creeping Line Ahead here on the river, and located the casualty and started to administer first aid to the casualty. At that point we decided that we needed more help in the form of the local Coast Guard unit and the helicopter, so we requested the assistance of the Coast Guard unit and the helicopter. We then got the casualty into a stretcher and back onto shore and handed over to the casualty to the Coast Guard unit. This is after providing first aid ourselves.
Richard, how's things?
Lorraine.
Lorraine?
Yeah.
So you were the guinea pig for today then, were you?
Yeah.
Well, there's not much chance of you getting out of that in a hurry, is there?
No, there's not.
Well, the benefit of the Coast Guard, of course, it's a marine-based accident, and somebody's in the water and working very closely with the RNLI, as we do with all the voluntary agencies. We might transfer a casualty ashore, and then we'd have the facility to airlift them to a centre of excellence. And likewise, for this is simulating a road traffic accident where the casualty finished up in the water, and we'd be able to extract the casualty from the water and then transfer them onward in what we call that golden hour, because this is a very high-tech helicopter, state-of-the-art, can land practically anywhere, has a HEMS licence and carrying 2 paramedics in the back. So albeit an ambulance would be able to maybe take them to a local hospital, if they need to go to Dublin for brain injury or back injuries, this machine can do. We've done several road traffic accidents where people needed attention within, we'll say, a speck of 30 minutes, and these aircraft can do that sort of work. But right around the country, I mean, there's 4 bases and there's 6 centres of excellence. So especially for areas that are more isolated, I'm talking about northwest, west, southwest, where an ambulance travelling, especially in bad conditions in the winter and that, they're just not going to make the time. So these are a backup to the HSE in terms of transporting patients. But for where it's a marine-based incident, car in the water, casualties, badly injured, I mean, the service they can provide, and these type of exercises, working with the other agencies, I suppose the big benefit is we know then what we can all do with our strengths, our weaknesses. Working together always makes us better. Somebody said the more you train, the luckier you get, and I suppose that's really the essence of it,
Those involved in the exercise was An Garda Siochana, the Irish Coast Guard, Wexford RNLI, Russell Fire and Rescue Services and the Motorsport Ambulance Crew. Declan Keogh for emergencytimes.ie, Wexford.